fill your freezer section of the show. I think this is such a great deal, and it's brand new today from the Perfect Gourmet, a company that has been here at QVC for, I think, well over 20 years. This is their 48 count pierogi offer, and we've got a couple of choices of flavors that we're offering. So let me go through those, and then we'll kind of talk you through the different flavors. You can actually pick it up in the potato onion, the farmer's cheese, or the spinach and feta. So those are 3 different flavor profiles that are available in this offer at 48 pieces each. Or you can get a combination, so 24 and 24, of the spinach feta, potato cheese, potato spinach, and the cheese spinach. So again, 48 of them coming to you at a price of $49.58. 3 easy pays of $16.51 to get them home. The gal that creates this amazing offer for us is Carol Allen, who has been bringing me one of my favorite appetizers for years, and that's the pot stickers. This is kind of the dumpling or pierogi version of that same idea, and we're thrilled to have them here today and thrilled to have you back with us this evening. Carol, how are you?
Well, and yourself?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Good. I love a pierogi, but this for our family is kind of that special treat thing. It's not something that I always would have on hand. It would be something that, you know, there's a church that's in Westchester that makes pierogies, and you just drive over, pick up a couple of pierogies for the night, and that's it. So this is a really cool opportunity now to have pierogies in your freezer from Perfect Gourmet.
Yeah. I love that you said that. So the whole idea, like you said, you know, maybe you're fortunate enough to have that church where you've gone and picked them up, or maybe you had a neighbor or a family member that brought this recipe over. But the different flavors, just so you know, the potato and onion, you know, it's fresh potatoes, you know, whole eggs, just a very thin outside flour dough. And this isn't like our pot stickers where you want to overcook these. Loads of butter is my favorite, and just a light browning on the outside. Or you may go ahead and do them in the air fryer if you want, or you may traditionally do them also and boil them, but they're delicious.
Yeah, I mean, and put this in a pan with some sliced onions and just let them saute up a little bit. They're going to be delicious. So already, did you say 500 spoken for? Already 500 spoken for. Let's go, that's the cheese and onion. Let's go into the spinach, which I've never seen in a pierogi.
Okay, so the spinach and feta. Now, we didn't do the potato inside of this. So I love feta if it's not right in my face, if that makes sense to you all that are watching. I like just the soft back notes of it with spinach. I think it's just delicious. And then when you go ahead and you do the whole eggs, and it's just prepared the old-fashioned way, these are lovely. And to your point, Jane, you can go ahead and do, you know, some onions and green peppers and red peppers, and this gives you that Lent dinner, if you will, that you can just saute everything up and make this your center of the plate, or you can go ahead and still do it with the side, and maybe you do enjoy a steak, and instead of having a boring baked potato, you have a couple of the pierogies.
Isn't that a great idea? I love that as a substitute. Again, I just put a little bit of that hot sauce on there. Oh my gosh, that's going to be so good.
Okay.
And then last flavor is going to be your farmer's cheese.
Yeah. So the farmer's cheese, this is not a sweet cheese. This is a fresh cheese. And again, fresh potatoes. They're not, you know, frozen. It's fresh potatoes. It's whole eggs, just some light seasoning. And then again, the nice outside that holds it all together that you don't want to overcook. You just want to get them just brown. Like I love to brown a butter and then add them in so you get that really good color, but you still want the outside to be soft.
Right.
And the farmer's cheese, Mom and Dad and I had them the other night, and I just went ahead and did some vegetables with them, and they're just delicious.
Oh my gosh. And you know, it's like, again, it's a special thing. It wasn't something that we always had in our family, but when I have an opportunity to get them, I love it. I love the fact that I can have these in the freezer. Talk to us one more time before we bring in Mary Beth about the preparation. I want to really get into there, because you can bake them, broil them, air fry them. What's, you know, how do we do it? Do we do it from frozen, or do we have to thaw them? What's that process like?
So the nice thing is they're going to thaw thaw quickly. Say that fast 3 times. And so, you know, if you haven't really thought about what you want, you can go ahead and pull them out and put them on the countertop. But you may, and our instructions are always on our packaging, so you may air fry if you would like. I love to do them in the skillet. And all I do is lots of butter, because let me tell you, just like peanut butter and jelly, the pierogies love butter. And you just saute them up. It's about 3 minutes on each side. The air fryer, you're done in probably about 5 minutes. And then you can also go ahead from frozen and put them in boiling water. But again, your decision of how you want to prepare. Right. We've made it easy for you because we've done all the hard work of fixing them for you the old-fashioned way. And then you're just deciding how you want to
serve it. Right. So here's the deal. What you don't want to do is wait until 6:30 and decide that you want pierogies, because the price on this goes away at the end of our show. So you have less than 40 minutes now to take advantage of the price. And I'll just give you an update that the potato onion and the potato cheese are both now last call, did you say? And there is no auto delivery on this. So what we have is all we'll have. They're just about gone. And then ask about the spinach. Another great way to hide some veggies from the grandkids, right, Mary Beth?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. First of all, 20 minutes left at this price. But I wanted to mention, I didn't grow up with pierogies. I don't know, maybe it wasn't a Swedish Norwegian kind of thing. And so, you know, it's interesting because I'll be honest with you, I really haven't had pierogies. So do all pierogies have potato inside?
No, they do.
Yes, they do.
Oh, they don't. This one, the spinach one does not, though.
The spinach doesn't. You know,
okay.
You know how we are. You know, we sort of sometimes permission to play.
Yeah.
So, you know, the potato, the farmer's cheese, that's sort of the traditional way that maybe we've had them in the past.
Yeah.
But who doesn't like potato? And who doesn't like something lightly sauteed?
Exactly.
And then when you go ahead and you decide what you're going to serve it with, like, you know, you can do it as that side dish.
Right.
But again, for Lent, if you do the meatless Friday, just look your favorite vegetables, and they don't have to be the traditional onions and green peppers. You can just broccoli or whatever you want to do.
Carol, I got to tell you, for as much as we eat your pot stickers, which is awesome, and we often do. I think to myself, it's like, I trust you because your pot stickers are so great. I can't wait to even try those chicken meatballs that you brought out tonight. But this too, and when you're saying just fry up the butter and throw these babies in after they've thawed, and 3 minutes on each side or whatever, I just think to myself, that's something I haven't made for my kids before, and I think they'd be thrilled.
Oh, they're gonna love it.
It's like some people grow up with them, but some of us really didn't,
We did it with, we used to, like I said, stop at this church and get these pierogies. They used to make them like once a month, and they're literally a pierogi making machine. And you would just go drive up, pick up your thing. This was pre-COVID. And we'd go home and we'd put the onions in the pan with a little bit of oil, and you put in the pierogies and let them brown up, and they were just delicious. But we can't do that here. And occasionally, our chefs in our cafeteria, Mary Beth, actually will do pierogies, but it's not something that you see that often.
No.
So now you can enjoy that at home. But I will say this, if you're thinking potato and onion, they're just about gone. If you're thinking farmer's cheese, they're just about gone. If you want to try something different, the unpierogi is the spinach.
Spinach and feta cheese. I love feta cheese, by the way.
What about a great finger food or appetizer,
But for me, the combo is a great way to go also. So maybe the idea of trying the spinach and feta, and you're like, I'm not really sure. But you say, hey, I'm going to do that, and maybe I'm going to do it with the farmer's cheese. So I have a choice of 2 in my freezer. Not a bad way to just try something different if you don't want all at once.
I love the air fryer version of these too. They're crispy on the outside and just that delicious soft cheese on the inside.
Right.
If you want to, do we have a combo? Yes. So it's not really the traditional combo. If you want potato and onion, then please be in the process of placing your order. 1,200 orders now placed. If you want the farmer's cheese, again, very limited. The feta and spinach, which kind of reminds you of the, what is that, the Greek pastry that has the spinach and feta? Spanakopita. Same idea here. That will be kind of similar to that. And imagine that with the great like tzatziki sauce or something on the side. Oh my gosh, it would be outstanding.
Yeah.
So please think about picking these up now. We do not have these available with auto delivery. It's something that we're offering at a one-time price as well. So that means now you have less than 15 minutes to take advantage of this price. At the end of the show, the price goes up. So here's the updates. 1,300 now ordered. Potato and onion, 100 remaining. Potato with cheese, 400 remaining. And then the potato with the farmer's cheese, there are 300 to go around, and we still have some in the spinach. Is that right? Okay, so we still have some in the spinach. Carol did all the work for us. Once again, I highly recommend to try anything that Carol brings from the Perfect Gourmet. She really does a great job of not just creating recipes, but recipes that translate and transfer and are prepared to really taste as good as we say when you fix them. That's the difference. You can get frozen pierogis at the grocery store,
but it's not going to be the same.
It's not the same.
And you know what? I was just thinking, seeing how we've never had them at our house at a one-time only price.
Now's the time.
What a great way to try them. And you know what? Just like everything at QVC, we give you a return policy. If you get these home and it's not what you want, you just call our customer service. They'll refund you. But I'm getting these. I can't wait. I'm going to get a little combo going on so I can have a couple different ones.
Yeah, because I can't imagine not liking the spinach.
Yeah,
because that spanakopita, that whole idea of that pastry, and then the cheese and spinach on the inside. And you can serve this with a couple of like slices of sausage, maybe would be really good with it. They're also the types of things that, again, you could eat for breakfast. A couple of these will go perfect for lunch with a salad. So the versatility of the Perfect Gourmet's pierogis is, through the roof. So have fun creating them. And once again, as Carol, many of us are dealing with, just staying at home food fatigue. We don't know what to fix next. I do it every day. I'm making stuff on the list. I'm trying to think of stuff that everybody would like. It's exhausting. Here's something to give you some variety.
That's the whole thing. Like, what do you feel like having? And you think, oh gosh, I just had that. But if we can give you the tool, if you will, that's in your freezer, that you can build off of and make life easier and actually put something on the table that's different than you're serving, the other 6 days of the week, we've done a good job for you. And they are just prepared deliciously and the old-fashioned way.
Not only are we getting tired of food, fixing food and coming up with new ideas, but we're also like finding that at the end of almost every day now, there's like one other call I have to make, or there's one other, meeting that I'm Zooming for, or somebody's just wants to check in about something. So now I have even less time. So having pierogis in my freezer, I know when I get home, I don't have to make a stop at the fast food stop. In a couple of minutes, as soon as I get in the door with my vintage wine estate, Isaac Mizrahi wine, I can have a delicious pierogi meal. Carol, thank you so much for bringing this to us. We appreciate it. And I invite you again, place your order for it now. The price goes up at the end of the show.
Love it. I'm going to run to the phone after the show. And by the way, don't forget about the big deal that we just